You get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Come on, fellas.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Check Mike 33. Watch the run. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
They run the counter. It's Carson, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here I come again. Listen. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm coming. Hey.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
I'll go special.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This will be taken at the 10. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
On 1st down, it's Carson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 25 yards for the touchdown. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
26,
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 3 down, 3 check. Check. 3 down. SOS.
Lance now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. midfield, here's Lance. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Check 33. 33. Hey, watch the slant.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. Hits Carson out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, check 33. 33. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Took right. Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got you, punk. Mike, check 33.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
All day, every day, any day.
Lance now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They hand it off to Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Mike 27, Mike 27. I got it.
And they'll go for it. Lance dancing to his left. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Three down. Odd. Switch.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Let's go now. Black 40. Black shot.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go.
They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Running the counter with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yellow. Zoom.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check. Crunch. Look for signals. Crunch. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Under crunch.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
33. Let's go, D. Big series right now.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. You.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, his 2nd sack of the night. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now it's Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Come on, O. Come on, O. 52 blasters. Mike, 26, Mike.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. 52 blue.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Steel, black.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Exit. Exit.
Hey, blue.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let him know. Let him know.
Now a play fake. Lance steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Cut. Mike, check 33.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs, and then to get to this